Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I will walk you through how I made this simple and cute summer top. I made this top in two different sizes. Here are the measurements. I'm a size M, but what I'll be sharing with you is for a size L/XL. My fabric is folded into 4 and I'm cutting for the front and the back. The width of my fabric is 21 inches and the length on fold is 24 inches. That is, when you open up the fabric, you will have 48 inches for the front and 48 inches for the back. From the top of the fabric, I came down 2.5 inches. These 2.5 inches will be used to create the channel for the rope, which you will see later on in the video. The width of our casing is 1 inch and the seam allowance or the fold over fabric is 1.5 inches, making it 2.5 inches. I will divide this piece into 2 so that we can place our measurement on the right start line. So I'm dividing it into 1 inch and 1.5 inches respectively. I went out 7 inches for the strap and came down 22 inches for the elastic. On this line, I will attach the elastic. On the line where I placed the 7 inches is the beginning of the top, and it's where we'll fold over the 1.5 inches to create the casing or the channel for the rope. I didn't want the top to look like a box of rectangle, so I went in 1 inch at the top, slanted it back into the waistline, then went ahead to cut it out. On the start line, which is the line for the fold over of the casing, watch where I placed my tape. I came down 4 inches for the armhole level, and I went in 3 inches on the same line for the armhole width, and I drew in my armhole curve. I'll fold in the 1.5 inches seam allowance or fold over fabric for the casing and cut out our armhole. I'll make necessary notches. I've also gone ahead and cut out strips of fabric for the rope. The width of the fabric measured 1.5 inches. Please work with your measurements as we are all shaped differently, and feel free to experiment. And that's basically all there is to the cutting, and we'll move to the sewing part. Here are all our pieces all cut out. I'll start first with the front panel. On the center front of the front panel, I folded in the 1.5 inches seam allowance for the casing and went down 2.5 inches and slashed it open. I will use this piece of fabric to pipe the slit. The length of this piece of fabric is 6 inches and the width is 1.5 inches. But I'll trim it down to 1 inch. Do not forget to cut off excess seam allowance to reduce bulkiness. The slit is all piped. I will run a slanted straight stitch at the center to give it a V shape. And this is what it looks like. Now I'll go ahead and pipe the armholes, after which we'll sew in our casing. The armholes are done. We'll go ahead and sew in the casing. So I'm folding over the 1.5 inch seam allowance or the fold over fabric for the casing. I'll go ahead and stitch it up for the front, and I'll do the same for the back. The casing for the front and the back is all sewn. Now I will attach the front and the back panel together. I will overlock the side seam and hem the bottom of the top. The two panels has been attached, the side seams overlocked, and the bottom of the top hemmed. I will go on and attach the elastic. The length of elastic used is 35.5 inches. I'll go ahead and sew it on to the top. The elastic has a lot of stretch to it. You can also add more than one elastic if you so prefer, but I used one for this project. I attached the elastic by sewing it on the two side seams and stretched it as I sew. The elastic has been attached, the top is nearly done. I'll go ahead and prepare the rope. The width of fabric for the rope is 1.5 inches and the length of the rope after sewing it was around 146 inches, which was quite very long, but I ended up reducing it. So I've sewn the rope, trimmed down excess seam allowance, and I'm turning it out using a safety pin. I measured the length of the rope on fold and I got 73 inches. Multiply this by 2 because it's on fold. You will get 146 inches, which is extremely long. So I reduced it to 98 inches. I will run a straight stitch on the casing to divide it into two before I will pass the rope. This is what you will have, ½ inch on both sides of the casing. The width of our rope is ½ inch, so I'll pass the rope on the lower ½ inch channel on the casing. So here is the final result. The top is all done. Like I said earlier, the rope was extremely long and I ended up cutting off some, so feel free to experiment. And that's a wrap for me, guys. If you find this video helpful, please do not forget to leave me a thumbs up, comment, share with your friends, subscribe to my channel and turn on your notifications. And if you have any question, please do not hesitate to ask in the comments section. And until I see you in my next one, bisous bisous, bye.